Namaskar. Good evening to all my dear students who are here with full heart in the evening at 7 p.m. And most of you dressed in your uniforms. That is so lovely of you. I can really imagine what you all must be going through, because for me, once I remove my uniform, then that's it. There is no way I'm going to get back into the school uniform. That was my condition once upon a time. Okay, but it's really lovely to see you all in the uniform sitting here in late in the evening after your school hours. Hopefully after finishing your homeworks. Have you all finished your homework? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up if it's a yes. Okay. One of you have not finished. The rest of you have finished. Okay. Very good, girls and boys. Okay. So today we are celebrating the third day of the Teachers' Week at Vidyadan. So when was Teachers' Day? Shama, come on. When was Teachers' Day?
September 5th.
Yes, September 5th, that was day before yesterday. So we thought, why not celebrate the entire week and honor the teachers? So today it is a third day of celebration, and today we thought we will ask you students to share your stories about how one of your teachers influenced you and changed your life, changed your thinking about life completely. All right, so all of you are ready? Thumbs up, thumbs down. That's lovely to see. Okay, fine. So, first, I would like to request Aishat Tamiza. Can you please unmute yourself first?
Good
Introduce
evening.
yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible.
Loud and clear, my dear.
Am I audible? Good evening.
Loud and clear. You're audible. Please go ahead.
Not clear.
Okay, I think we just lost Aishat for a while. In the meanwhile, while Aishat, yes, Aishat, are we audible to you? You're on mute.
Yeah, I will try to fix it.
Okay,
yeah.
so meanwhile, I'll just ask Arjun. Arjun, are you ready, Arjun? Unmute yourself, my dear. That's the first thing. Whenever you have to speak virtually, you have to unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I am Arjun Jagdish. I'm studying in class 10th. I'm from Vivekananda International School.
Okay, Arjun. That's nice. And you're in class 10th. So you're about to write your board exam this year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me, which teacher influenced you the most?
All my science teachers, ma'am.
All your science teachers. That's lovely. Yes, what's your ambition, Arjun?
Ma'am, I want to become an IITian.
You want to be an IITian? That's nice.
Yes,
okay. In what way did your science teachers influence you? How did they inspire you?
Ma'am, I like their way of teaching. They were always there to clear my doubts. And apart from teaching, they helped me in another way. Apart from teaching, yes, ma'am. I mean, building my discipline and improving my behavior. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's
They're
nice.
there all the time for me.
Okay, that's nice. That's really nice to hear, Arjun. Okay, now I move on to Ujjwal. Ujjwal, yes. Please introduce yourself and say which teacher influenced you the most.
Ma'am, my name is Ujjwal Ashok Ahire. I am from Malegaon, studying in class 8A in Rajiv Gandhi International School.
Okay. And what's your favorite subject, Ujjwal?
Ma'am, my favorite subject is science.
Yours is also science. Oh, okay. And which subject influenced you the most?
Ma'am, science only, and my favorite teacher is Swati Patil, ma'am.
Okay, why? What is so influential about her, if I may use the term?
Ma'am, because she is very polite, humble, and her behavior is very friendly with us. She never scolds us at any time and always understands us.
Lovely. That's nice to hear that. Okay, so please pass on my regards to Swati ma'am also. Okay. Thank you so much, Ujjwal. Now, may I request Malavika? Yeah, Malavika, can you be a little louder?
Am I audible now?
Yeah, loud and clear. Yeah, so go ahead, Malavika. Introduce yourself.
Malavika. I'm studying in Shimya Vidyalaya Tatamangalam and I'm 11th standard student.
You're in 11th. Okay. And which stream have you chosen?
Biomath.
Biomath. Okay. And what do you want to be?
I want to be an army doctor.
You want to be an army doctor. That is being very specific. Why an army doctor?
I really want to be an army officer first. So my senior suggested me that it will be better if you choose an army doctor.
Okay. It would be better if you, rather than being an officer, you can be a medical professional. Okay. That's nice. That's a very specific thing. I'm impressed. Okay. So what's your favorite subject, Malavika?
English and biology.
English and biology. Okay. Why English?
Because I like English and of course the teacher too.
You like English and the teacher. Okay. And which teacher has influenced you so far, so long?
Two teachers have influenced me. One is Lega teacher, she's over here, and the other one is Ratnamani teacher, my Hindi teacher.
Okay. And in what way?
Like when she's teaching a topic, rather than just only focusing onto the topic, she always adds some value to it.
Okay. So in what way? Can you just take an example and be a little more elaborate on that?
Yeah, like in class 10th, we had a chapter in Hindi called Saki. In that, there was a topic where the deer, it ran through the forest because there's some smell which is produced from its body only, but it is searching throughout the jungle for that smell. Like that, we humans are searching happiness throughout the world when happiness is within us. We create happiness. Happiness is not
Right.
something which will come to us.
Right. So it is more like the happiness is within. We have to get it out. Right? Okay. Thank you so much, Malavika. Now I go to Navreen.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
So can you please
Okay.
introduce yourself, Navreen?
Good evening. My name is Naru Fatima, and I am studying in 7th standard. Coming from, I'm studying in MES Medical College, campus Center Schools.
Okay. Okay. So you're very excited to be here, huh, Navreen?
Yeah.
That's the reason you're all smiles and laughs. That's nice. Nice to hear the laughter. Okay, and what's your favorite subject, Naureen?
My favorite subject is Arabic
Lovely. Why Arabic?
because I really like. I'm interested in Arabic. It is so much fun to learn that subject. Plus, I can study I can talk in the language too.
Okay, that's nice to see. That's nice to hear that you can talk in the same language. Okay. And which teacher, who's your favorite teacher, or which teacher has influenced you a lot?
Her name is Shabina,
Okay.
and she's a great person, and I like her so much
Why do you think she's a great person and why do you like her so much?
because she used to train with a big smile on her face,
Mm-hmm.
and she's very lovable.
Okay.
And she used to tell us inspiring stories to motivate us to become the right person in life and all things. She plays with us. These all are so. And
So you want your teachers to play with you, huh?
not like that, man. I didn't mean by that.
Okay, fine. All right. Thank you so much, Navreen. And now we come to Kshama. After Kshama, I'll come back to Aishat. Okay. All right. Yes, Kshama, please go ahead. Please introduce yourself first.
I'm Kshama, studying in 10th grade in Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Badyatka. I have been studying in this school for around 13 years now.
Okay, so from your KG, is it?
Yes, pre-KG.
Okay, that's nice to see and that's nice to hear. So, what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is actually biology.
Okay, and why biology?
It just fascinates me how complicated we human beings and other organisms are.
That's nice. It just fascinates you how complicated other organisms, other creatures are. That's a good reply, actually. I'm impressed by that. Okay, and which teacher has influenced you over the years or tried to change your life?
I'd say it is my kindergarten teacher because she is the first formal teacher of mine and she motivated me to come to school. She made me
She
enjoy school.
Oh, she motivated you. Ask her to share some secrets so that we can also send our children to school. Okay, that's nice to hear, Kshama. Thank you so much. Aishat, dear, are you ready?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So, can you please
Yeah, so,
introduce yourself, Aishat?
yeah. My name is Ashat Tamiza, and I'm from Kasaragod, Kerala. I'm currently studying in 10th standard in Kunil Educational Institute.
Okay, fine. That's nice. And what's your favorite subject?
I can't really choose one subject as the absolute favorite subject because I guess I am a pretty diverse person and I have diverse interests. So basically, every subject and everything that has something to be curious for interests me a lot. So I enjoy
Definitely,
studying
your school
everything.
teachers are extremely good. That's why you like all the subjects.
Yeah, of course, of course. My teachers are the best.
All right. Thank you so much, Aishat. Okay, so since you do not have one favorite subject, that's really nice to hear. So we have a lot of variety today, huh? One wants to be an army doctor, the other wants to be an IITian. Then somebody does not have a favorite subject, somebody has Arabic as a favorite subject. Beautiful, nice to see and nice to hear that. Okay, all right. So, first, I will tell you how one of my teachers changed my life forever. Okay, changed the way I think or changed my approach to studies. Okay. And then after that, I want all of you to think and come up with one particular incident that happened with your teacher and you. Okay. And how that actually changed your life or changed the way you studied and all. Navreen is already going like, shoo. Okay, fine. So when I was in 11th standard, I was brought up in Bombay. And when I was in 11th standard, till my 10th, I was studying in the Maharashtra State Board syllabus. Okay. So there we had social studies as one subject, science has one subject. Like there would be two divisions, science 1 and science 2. No physics, chem, bio, or how you all have algebra, geometry. No such divisions were there for us. Okay, so it was much on a simpler scale. But yeah, I tell you, the papers were very tough. Okay, so don't think that it was easy to score. The papers were really tough. So after my 10th, when I joined 11th standard, at that time I took science, so physics, chem, bio, and math. That was my combination. All right, and I think for second language I had taken French, and first language was of course English. Now suddenly it was a complete shift, okay, because all these years I was only learning science, math. There's one science, there's one math, there is one social studies, and one language or whatever. Here I came and it was like physics, chemistry, biology, and algebra, geometry, and God knows what not weird combinations were there. I couldn't understand that. And the worst thing was, I could not understand anything that was going on in the class, and I could not even understand what is a simple chemical reaction. Okay, so it became very, very difficult for me. And I tried to study, but nothing was going inside. Like I would read the textbook completely, I would try to learn the chapter, memorize it, but nothing was going inside. And ultimately, in my first SEM exam, I failed. Okay, and that too, I failed. I failed in chemistry, and I failed in chemistry miserably. Okay. So my parents went to my tuition teacher, my tuition sir. His name is Shyam Deshmukh. My parents went to him and they showed him my paper. Like, see this, what are you teaching my daughter? We are paying you so much. What are you teaching my daughter? Okay. In fact, my parents were not so rude. But yeah, my dad went and asked Shyam sir, like, I don't know why she is not doing well in the exam. Is she a mental case that she is not doing properly? Should I shift her from science to some other field? Should I put her in arts or something? So when Shyam sir saw all my answer sheet, he finally understood that this girl has not understood anything that was taught in the class. So Shyam sir said, "Sir, you don't worry. Stop nagging her. Don't even ask her to study. Every day from 3 o'clock in the evening till 9 o'clock in the night, she is going to sit with me. Give me 3 days. She will perform better." Okay. And my father said, okay, take your time. And in those 3 days, this is how Shyam sir taught me. I'll show you one of the chemical reactions that I still remember. Okay. And this was actually preparation of alcohol. That might be slightly higher level for you for the 7th, 8th, but yeah. So it was like this. CH2. Sorry, it was not even CH2. It would be CH plus, and this is a fictitious reaction I'm trying to show you under whatever this hydrolysis and all that. So what he used to do, instead of writing this H2, he would just split it. He used to put it as, H and H. And after this, he would try to draw all sorts of shapes. He'll say, this is a brinjal. Okay, sorry, this looks like a hen. So this is a hen. And then let this be one, something like a brinjal, an oddly shaped brinjal. So we used to make all sorts of shapes over here. We used to make house, then we used to make brinjal, we used to make pumpkin, all these sort of drawings we used to make. And that's how I learned all the chemical reactions. Okay. In these 3 days, the way he taught me with all diagrams and in the form of stories and everything, he even showed me the story of Little Red Hen. You all know the story of Little Red Hen? Wherein the red hen goes, sows the seed, then grows the wheat, harvests the wheat on her own, then she takes it to the miller on her own, nobody is helping her. Finally, she makes a bread, she bakes the bread on her own. Then once the bread is ready, everybody wants to come and eat. So we made that entire story on those preparation of alcohols and phenols by drawing all these diagrams. And that is how I learned my chemical reactions. After that, there was no turning back. And I'm proud to say I still train students in chemistry. This is how one of my teachers influenced me like anything. And every day I remember Sham sir. I say it is only because of him that I am able to do this much. Otherwise, I would have been nowhere. Now is your turn. I want all of you to come up with one such person who has one such teacher who has influenced you, and in what way. It may be something as simple as going on stage and giving a speech, or writing a poem, or writing an essay. It would be something very simple, or something as simple as I think Shama told. She was the one who motivated me to come to school every day. But I want that one particular incident, or which was the turning point. All right. Ready? Anybody ready? Whoever is ready, give me a raised hand. A virtual raised hand would also do. So I'm giving you, yes, Aishat. Aishat Tamiza. Please go ahead.
Hi, yeah. Good evening, everyone. So, thinking of one such incident, it's really hard to pick one, but I have to choose one. So, since this program is about speaking and everything, I will talk about one such incident which made me a good speaker. I guess I'm a good speaker. So, when I was in first standard, there was a story competition, like not a very big story competition and all, just a class based normal story competition, and we have to tell a story in the school hall in front of everyone in the school. So this was like a big opportunity for me, because when I studied LKG and UKG in a different school, and I studied first standard to 10th standard in the same school I'm studying right now. So as a new student, it was like a big opportunity for me. And personally, I've always been a very good I've been very interested to speak and give speeches. So for the first time when I got an opportunity like that in my new school, I was really excited, and I gave my name. As soon as the teacher announced that there will be a story competition, I gave my name right away without even thinking what story will I say, anything like that. I just gave my name right away. So after that, I went back home and I told my mother that I have a story competition and I need a story. So she told me that she did not have a story. This was back when I was in first standard, and back I guess it was 2012, and we did not really have access to Google and everything as much as we have right now. So my mother did not have a story. She told me that okay, this time it's okay to not participate. You can participate next time. Just tell your teacher that you are not participating this time.
She was speaking very well. Suddenly we lost her. Aishat, are you there? Okay, no problem. We'll resume once she comes back. Meanwhile, anybody else would like to share? Yes, Ujjwal.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my story is related to Aisha but opposite from her. I was a very brilliant student in my school, but I was very shy to talk with anyone or to express my feelings out. But my teacher Swati ma'am, one day there was a speech competition on the district level, and she, without asking me, means when she asked me, I said her, I will not take a part because I am not very confident about me. But when she directly gave my name to the all at the district level, and then I was very what to do now. That was my condition. But at the time, ma'am take my all the preparations for the speech and all. And when I went on the stage and talked with them, then I felt that it is not much that I was thinking. It is very easy. So that ma'am, it was my turning point that I made myself to express my feelings to all, because I was a very, very shy student, but now I'm able to speak in front of all of you. So it made me a very great change in my life.
Right. Thank you so much, Ujjwal. That was really nice and that was really interesting. Anybody else who would like to go now? You better raise your hand, huh? Otherwise I'll cold call. Okay, Navreen is like, yes, Navreen, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. It was when she was teaching my class. She was writing some meanings on the board, and she suddenly asked me to answer the question on the board, but I refused. Said that I could not because I was like a shy student and I was not confident enough because that was my first school. I like studying in that school, and I don't have much friends there, so I was like too shy and not confident. So I said I could not like answer the question, but she said, "Of course you can." Then she said, "Young lady, stand up and answer this question fastly." But I can't. I said several times, and the rest of the class started to stare at me, and some of them starts smoking. And like she looked straight in the eyes and said, "Don't ever say that again. Someone else's opinion of you does not have to become your reality." She said those words that I didn't even forget those words till now. So that's my story.
That's nice. Very good. That's in fact, that is what you should never listen to what the world tells you. Believe in yourself and go ahead because you were not born with the society telling you when you should be born. Were you? No, na? You don't eat your lunch or your dinner just because the society says you should eat now, you should not eat now. Do they say that? No, right? You eat because you're hungry. Always, everything is depending on us. Yes, people would say it is a wrong choice, but never fear. As far as you're confident, there is no fear, there is nothing to fear. You can simply go ahead. Yes, you might get scared sometimes, like, am I doing it the right thing? Am I doing it in the right way? There would be times also when you are like, I don't know what is happening. Whatever I do, everything is going wrong. That happens many a times with all of us, right? Especially just before the exam, right? But don't worry. You stick to your objective, stay true to your objective. Okay, things will be far easy. Even for me, when I left my research field and when I decided to be a teacher, everybody they came up to me and said, "Are you mad? You have done your PhD, you are a scientist, and now you're going to be a teacher." I said, "I like teaching, I enjoy that." And I trusted my gut feeling, and yes, thankfully, I still enjoy teaching. Okay, now who else would like to share? That's Naureen.
Ma'am,
Ujjwal is done. Yeah, 1 minute. Aishat, we'll take you at the last. Okay. Yes, Malavika, go ahead.
Um, my ninth standard math teacher, she is like, I'm not a student who really like math. And I get not bad score, but not very good score in mathematics. So she told me that the problem is that you don't have interest in maths. Just try to love math. Just find love in solving the problems. Then you will see the betterment. Like in my life, what if I think I'm not doing well or I'm not doing up to my mark? Then I started thinking, what is the problem? Am I getting bored of this? Then I started loving things. That makes me to come up with better things.
Right. Thank you so much, Malavika. You should start loving, or rather, more than loving things, start enjoying things. Start enjoying whatever you do. Like, I enjoy dance. So every time whenever I learn something new or whenever I find something new, somehow I connect it to dance. Okay. Then things fall in place. I understand the logic somehow. Okay. So always start enjoying things. Whatever you do, never regret your past, never be anxious of the future. Enjoy the present. Things will be all fine. Life would be really beautiful. Right? Thank you, Malavika. Now I ask Arjun and then Shama. Yes, Arjun.
Yes, ma'am. This one when I was in the 5th grade, yes, ma'am, I was asked to present news reading in my school in front of everyone, but I was little scared because my pronunciation were not good, and I had many more problem in reading English at that stage, and I had stage fear. But I had a social science teacher. He really helped me uh, to overcome this stage fear, and he helped me in making those pronunciation right, and he helped me to read it fluently. And after doing that program, I gained much confidence, and from then I'm actively participating in all the speaking competitions.
Right. That's nice, Arjun. I'll give you one small secret about public speaking. Okay, not now, but by the end of the session. Shama, go ahead.
Related to what I told earlier, I told that my most influential teacher is kindergarten teacher. So I'll tell you a story about my first day at school. I was a really shy and introverted person. I never talked to anyone. I was really scared of people at that time. So when I first entered the school building, I felt really strange. I imagined school to be like a park or a playground where kids would play together and parents would sit watching, but that was not what, in real life, that was not the case. So when I first entered the school building, I felt strange, and the sight of all these people, which included men and women and their kids, was unusual to me because I was never exposed to such an environment before. I felt uncomfortable, so I hid behind my mom. At that time, the caretaker came towards me and told me to follow her. At that point, I felt really scared of everything and I began to cry. I cried out loud, but that didn't stop her from taking me away. Hearing all this noise outside, my kindergarten teacher came out. She took me in her arms and then she tried to console me. Surprisingly, I stopped crying. It was the first time ever that I felt comfortable with someone other than my parents. So I think that's a really memorable incident for me.
That was really nice. Your teacher coming and carrying you. That was really cute. I'm trying to visualize a baby Kshama and her kindergarten teacher. Do pass on my regards to your teacher. Okay. Aishat, would you like to share now?
Yeah, of course. So I guess I stopped at in between. Really sorry for the interruption.
No
Please
problem.
accept my sincere apologies.
Oh, that's
So
perfectly okay. All of us are behind this glass wall. Yeah.
so yeah. So when I told my mother, she told me that she did not have a story to give me that I can tell, that I can present. So she told me that okay, next time you can participate. And tell your teacher about that. So the next day I went to school and I told my teacher that I did not I don't want to participate. So she asked, what's the reason? What's the matter? Yesterday you were very interested. Now what happened? So I said, ma'am, I don't really have a story right now. So I don't know what I have to tell on that day. So she did not say anything at that time. She went away, and in the afternoon, I think it was in the afternoon after lunchtime, she came to me. She called me, not came to me. She called me very privately. She called me and she gave me a paper, like a folded paper, and she told me that don't tell anyone that I gave you this. You definitely have to participate. You were very interested. I definitely want you to participate. Study properly and you definitely can win the competition. So she encouraged me a lot, and I was so happy. And that was like the very first time I got an opportunity, and I was very sad about missing that opportunity. But my teacher came to me. Her name was, by the way, her name was Sandhya. So Sandhya ma'am came to me and gave me the story, and she told me that I can do it, and she really motivated me to participate as well. So I was really excited and I studied the whole story, and I still remember it today. It was the story of a crow and a fox. Yeah. So, and I studied it very like in a very happy way, and I enjoyed every bit of it. So I memorized the story really fast, and I guess after that, when it was time for the competition, I felt a little bit nervous because it was the first time in a new school I am going to the stage and speaking. But still, my teacher supported me. That she told me that I can do it, and even with a little bit of nervousness, I entered the stage and I told the story without even thinking who is in front of me. I told the story, and after all of that, I was still nervous, but when I completed the story and came back, I got lots of appreciation. And guess what? I even topped the competition and I got the first prize. So
That's
that was
nice. That's
so
nice.
that
Thank
was
you so
like
much, Aisha.
yeah.
That is really good. And that is actually inspirational. So,
Yeah,
what
that's
is a
why
more.
I even wanted to participate in more and more speech competitions because of that. Yeah.
Right.
So I
Okay.
never
Thank you.
really missed an opportunity because of that.
Thank you so
That was
much.
really encouraging. Yeah. Thank you.
So, here, whenever you get an opportunity, never leave it. Okay. Now, of course, there's no question of your leaving it because you have a lot of opportunities and a lot of platforms to get resources from for the particular opportunity, right? Never leave it. It is okay even if you do a shoddy job. It is okay even if you do not try your level best. But participate, complete it. Okay, because what is more important is participating and completing the particular task. All right, never ever leave anything halfway. Do we all eat a half baked bread or an idli that
Definitely.
is steamed halfway? No, right? It has to be fully steamed, because if we eat something that is half cooked, then we end up with an upset stomach. So here, if we do something halfway, we'll end up with an upset mind. Okay. Yes, there might be some unavoidable circumstances wherein you feel like, oh no, I wish I could have done that, but I'm simply not able to. Like, in some cases, in the family, circumstances might be such that you're not able to go ahead or complete it, or something of that sort. Those things are perfectly okay. All right. But otherwise, don't ever leave any opportunity that comes your way. If there are 3-4 things, grab all the 3-4 things and then complete it. Okay. Yes, you will find yourself not having even enough time to eat your food or drink water. Forget drinking water, not even going to a toilet. That is perfectly fine. That's a part of your growth. Learn to bear it, learn to tolerate it. Okay. If you undergo this struggle, if you survive here, then you can conquer any battle in the world. All right. Okay. Do you all have any questions to ask? Anybody? Yes, no? Yes, Malavika, go ahead.
I just want to share one incident that happened to me.
Please go ahead.
When I was in KG, I still remember it because some things are really hard to forget. My first teacher, who taught me how to write, how to read, and almost all the basic things in my life. I just got injured on my hand. I don't know what happened to my hand, but I was not able to have my lunch. My first teacher, Shailaja teacher, she came to me and started feeding me. That shows how much she cared about, not just about me, even in my situation. If it was some other kid, she would have done the same thing on you, because that is unconditional love. And that's why teachers are said to be our second mothers.
Very true, Malavika. Teachers are like, so it all, in Sanskrit, there is a shloka that says, Mata Pita Guru Devo. Okay. That is your parents, then your teachers, and then comes the Almighty. Okay. Never ever disobey. First of all, even if your job demands, but you should learn to prioritize your parents and other things where they stand. Always, always, in the long run, listen to what your parents say. Okay. You will never regret in your entire life. I never regretted listening to my parents. Yes, I have gotten angry. I still get angry, but I have never regretted it. All right. Always listen to what they say and do things as per what they, I would not say command, but do things as per what they are instructing you to. Okay. And yes, if you strongly feel that what your parents are saying is wrong, go ahead, talk to them. Tell them this is what you feel, this is your logic. Okay. Then you both can reach on a compromise. And I repeat the word talk. Don't go and start screaming at them. Okay. How many of you scream at your parents? I do that sometimes. Now Reena's like she's not sure. Don't scream, talk. Have a polite conversation. Yes, even if your mother or your father screams at you, still like grit, you can grit your teeth if you want, but have a polite conversation. You can shout as much as you like, but I will keep smiling because this is what I believe. All right. Then comes your teacher. Listen to what your teachers say. Listen, obey them. But yes, if there are problems, if you have problems with your teacher, speak to your teacher about it first. Then speak to your parents also about it. Okay. Be honest with your teacher that, ma'am or sir, I have some problem with you. I did not like what you said, or I did not like what you did. Be open with them. They will actually appreciate the openness. Okay. And nobody is going to come and slap you. Don't worry about that. Nobody will slap you or hit you or anything. Be open when you don't like something about your teacher. Otherwise, how will they know? Right? If you did not, in today's conversation, if you did not like something about me, unless and until you tell me, how am I supposed to know? So always Mata, Pita, Guru, and then the Great Almighty. If you're not able to get things done in your way, tell him or her. I don't know, him or her, whoever. Okay. They will get it done for you. Always. Okay. So now on that note, anybody else would like to share something or ask? No? That's it? Did you all enjoy this session? Did you all feel nice? How many of you feel a bit bored? Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling a bit bored. I'm sure Aishat will give me a thumbs up. No?
No,
Okay.
definitely not. Definitely not.
I was just kidding. Okay. So how many of y'all are going to go back and thank your teachers for what they are? That, of course, you do every day. But thank your specific teacher who influenced you and changed your life. How many of you would be doing that? Kshamas, Arjun, Ujjwal. Okay. Arjun, which teacher are you going to go and thank?
As I mentioned earlier, my social science teacher. Yes, ma'am.
Your
I
social
will
science
really
teacher.
thank. I will really thank him. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Really motivated me, ma'am.
Good, good. And there is one thing about public speaking, okay? It is not rocket science, okay? It is just like the way you talk to your friends. And don't worry, you're not going to lose your head. Nobody is going to eat you because we have no cannibals over here. Okay. So be unafraid because you're not going to lose your life. Nobody is going to eat you. And there is no harm in telling your opinion, in voicing your opinion. Okay, so go ahead, do it. That is one big thing about public speaking. Always keep that in mind. Just go ahead, talk. Nobody is going to eat you. All right. So that was the big secret. Okay, fine. All right. So I hope all of you liked the session today. You all enjoyed interacting. I definitely liked interacting with all of you. And this is going to be this is the first step. There would be future build up on these steps in the very near future. Okay, and you will get notified on that. All right, thank you everyone. Thank you so much. And just 1 minute. May I request Prashant sir to please. Prashant sir, are you there?